Okay, let's get all set up for connecting your Twitter account to MindsDB to use the Twitter API. First, you need to apply for a developer account. So if you don't already have a Twitter account, make sure you sign up for one. We already have one, so we'll just go ahead and log in. Okay, after you click the link to apply for a developer account in the tutorial and sign in, you should get to a screen that looks like this. We just have to fill out a few things before we get approved. So for the country, just put whichever country you're based in. We're going to put the United States. Our use case is exploring the API. And of course, we select no to this question here. And let's do this. Now, finally, you just have to accept the terms and conditions and hit submit. Keep in mind that you have to have a verified phone number to have a developer account. Okay, now that we've verified our phone number, we can go ahead and submit. And after that, you'll have to verify your email. So let's go check our email and do that. Okay, after you verify your email, you'll need to continue with the application by applying for elevated access. So let's get started with that. Okay, first off, we need to fill out some basic info here. So just we'll enter the name and our coding level here. You can put whatever for these. Now you're going to have to answer some questions about exactly how you'll use the Twitter API or Twitter data. On the MindsDB Twitter integration page, we'll also provide you with some sample answers that you can use and slightly tweak yourself. Okay, after you've answered all the questions using slight variations we give you on the MindsDB Twitter integration page, go ahead and hit next. Now we're just confirming our basic info. Let's hit next. Lastly, we have to read and agree with the developer agreement and policy, so let's go ahead and finally do that. Keep in mind it might take a few days for your application to get approved, but in most cases it's pretty quick. Once you have your developer accounts approved, you'll have to go to the developer portal dashboard to follow along for the next steps. Let's do it. Okay, once you're signed into the developer portal, the first thing you need to do is create a project. So go to your dashboard if you're not there already, and then click on Create Project. Okay, we just have a few things to enter here. So for project name, you can enter MindsDB. And for our use case, we will be exploring the API. You can really put anything for the project description. We'll just put using MindsDB with the Twitter API. Now finally, we have to set up an app within the project. So this will be a development app. Now for the name, this has to be a unique name. So I'll just use this one, but you can really name it anything you want. Now you'll notice here we have our API key secret, and our bearer token that we can use as parameters when creating a Twitter database with MindsDB. But we still need our access token and access token secret. So the next thing we need to do is we need to set up the user authentication settings for our app to get those. Okay, now that we've created our project and application, the last step is to set up the user authentication settings. So go back to your dashboard if you're not already there and find your development app and then click the settings icon. Then under user authentication settings, click setup. So we're going to want read and write permissions. This is a web app, automated app, or bot. And under the app info, we need to enter a redirect URL and a website URL. These can really be anything. So we're just going to link back to the Twitter tutorial and hit save. Okay, this is important. You need to copy the client secret and save it somewhere because you won't be able to see it again. And that's it. You have all the keys and tokens you need now to use MindsDB with the Twitter API. You can just go to keys and tokens over here to see them all. Now you're ready to use Twitter data directly with MindsDB. Enjoy.